Hello, everybody. This is episode 137 of Pokerole, and this is me, Tucker. Charm won't be with us today. He's taking a break, so I'm going to be playing all by myself. I have been attending the game, so it shouldn't be too bad. But if I mess anything up, that's probably why. But I hope everybody's well today, and I'm just going to get the intro done. So, if you like the video, do think about giving it a like and subscribing if you want to. And if you like the video a lot, maybe come over to Twitch because it's a lot more fun to watch stuff live. And you can check that out. And it's great because Charm's trying to hit partners, so help him do that. Also, there's a Discord community, and there's also a Pokerole Discord community. You can access it off of that one. And Charm has a Coffee link where you can directly monetize his content if you want to help fund things, because YouTube takes a lot of the money and stuff. So also there's a Streamlabs merch store, and there's a bunch of cool stuff there. There's some stuff that is me too, so go look at that, and links in the description. And also there's also a wiki for our game, and you can check that out there, link in the description too. But that is the links. How's everybody on the table? And how's everybody in the audience?
Doing great.
I'm doing alright. I know that Kyrio, unfortunately, is without vocal capacity, but they will be here via text.
I hope I got all the points. I think I got all the points.
And you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Kairo's is visiting family for Christmas, so no voice. It's okay though.
Yes.
Oh, he left though. Oh, is that still happening? I think Tabletop Simulator is having one of its days.
Mayhaps.
Maybe. Kyrio did say earlier that they were having issues with Tabletop, which may or may not just be regular Tabletop.
That's true. Well, that's okay. Also, Tubby probably exists. Probably. Has anybody seen him talk today?
No, which is a bit odd. They were in the table, and they chatted once.
Tubby's weird sometimes, because sometimes he exists, but also he doesn't.
Schrodinger's Tubby.
He must be observed, and only then he will stay stagnant. But if we take our eyes off him, he will disappear.
It makes him sound like a mirage.
Oh, I saw something earlier about the Schrodinger's cat thing, but it was this cool concept of a Schrodinger's zombie that appears and disappears depending on if you're looking at it or not. And it was this cool CGI thing they did where they would have a fake gun shot that the muzzle flare would light up the room for a brief second, so you see it just teleporting as it got closer. Cool concept.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I could share this. This is the one art to share. So I'll share this for starters. Reefermain drew it. It's a Belatro card. I don't know what Belatro is, but it's a Belatro card. That's pretty cool. But there's Kyrio. Hi Kyrio. Is it disconnecting you and saying timeout and stuff? Oh, that's
that would do it. Yes.
Oh no, are you having the choose between tower and sound thing again?
Oh, that would make sense why you had issues with Tabletop earlier, because Tabletop is so intensive because your computer was not plugged in. Tabletop didn't like that.
Well, when he played Atlas, he had to choose between having headphones and having power, because they used the same port.
What?
That's dumb design.
How?
So that may be what happened here. But I think, do you have speakers that you could just use instead?
I am confused.
Oh.
Okay. That makes sense.
Oh, what? That's fine. I'm going to set aside my confusion for another day. Also, Tubby!
Tubby! There he
Oh, dear.
is. Maybe?
Oh, I wonder if
Not audible,
Tubby's...
Tubby.
Yeah, I think Tubby may have been fighting with their audio. And that is why.
Oh.
Because we cannot...
Is it my turn to be booted from the table?
Well, you already got booted from the table. It's not your turn anymore.
Ah?
Everybody got booted earlier.
Called it. Saw the ping
No,
going
I'm
crazy.
here. I'm here.
Okay,
Oh. Okay.
there we are. Just everybody
Tubby.
taking turns.
Are you
getting
doing
booted.
okay? You were late. It's okay, though.
Yeah, a little bit. I had forgotten, and I went and ate right quick.
Oh. That's okay. Oh, audience, is the volume loud? The music, is it good? Or...
His return.
Okay.
Everybody seems to be here. So...
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm not super late, am I?
No, not terribly.
Not too late. I already did the intro. I
Alright.
think it's okay, though. I guess Inyo's timestamps would be useful.
Yes. we can just say this was a period of time where we were dealing with technical difficulties.
I could redo the intro or something if you want me to.
No.
Okay.
No, we are fine. You did excellent the first time.
Okay. Alright. Well then, let's do the recap.
Indeed. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the table. Last time was session 136, Door to a Bygone Age. Brooke looks around the room to see for a way to open the room's roof and use the telescope. He and Ralph identify a hand crank in the room and are able to successfully use it, causing moonlight to peek through an opening in the roof to illuminate the room. Brooke notices another lever, and, after pulling it, the team sees the telescope move to look upwards into the now open air. With the new light source, the party are able to identify many different texts in the room. Tucker makes an intriguing observation that there didn't seem to be many traces of dust in the room either. As the party is examining the space, Orangaroo enters and remarks on how the team seem to have been able to operate the mechanism for the rooftop and telescope. Ralph asks if Orangaroo is aware of what the telescope's purpose is, which leads them to tell Ralph that they are already aware of how it functions. They also explain that their ancestors had used the scope to worship the stars, but the damage it has sustained over time has made that purpose difficult. Intrigued, Ralph asks if Orangaroo is aware of anything else the telescope might have been used to observe, and learns of how the device had also been used to observe meteor showers that would occur in Aster Rock, where one could see the sight of stars descending to the rock before rising back into the sky again. Ralph tries to further pry for other possibilities, and Orangaroo explains that if there really was something he believed people would have tried to observe, they could likely look through some of the texts in the storage room, used to document sightings using the telescope. Brooke tries to look through it and notices that while it looked to be kept in a usable state, some of the telescope's lenses were seemingly scratched or damaged enough to prevent seeing anything precise. Messing around with the controls, Brooke looks around to search for any recognizable constellations, and is able to find one that they had encountered on their adventures. Lyra also seems to have taken an interest in the telescope as well, excitedly watching Brooke move the scope around. Having overheard Ralph's conversation with Orangaroo, Brooke moves the telescope towards Aster Rock to try and spot any showers. While he does, he notices how markings have been left on the rooftop edge, in view of the telescope's control panel, seemingly to indicate the directions of various landmarks. Once the telescope is facing the rock, he is able to see some small lights seemingly crash into the rock before floating up into the sky, just as Orangaroo suggested. He then moves back to let Lyre look through the telescope as well to see the lights. Tucker looks through some of the books, noticing how some are written in human language rather than in Pokemon language he'd grown accustomed to. He attempts to read one of the human-written books, which seems to be a biology book describing many Pokemon native to the Galar region. While a lot of the larger words are too difficult, Tucker finds that he's indeed able to still read and understand the human language to some degree. Mawile approaches, and she is immediately fascinated by Tucker's ability to naturally read the language, which he gets embarrassed about briefly. Mawile asks if Tucker would be willing to help teach her how to understand the books, and Tucker agrees, while disclaiming that some of the other books are probably too complicated for the level of reading he was at as a human. With Mawile's encouragement, he begins reading more determinedly through the books, telling Mawile about whatever the books document about the region's environment. Brooke approaches Tucker as well and asks what they're doing, seemingly surprised at learning the books seem to be written by humans, especially considering how well kept the books appear. Orangaroo speaks up, explaining about how ensuring the various texts in the temple were preserved was also among the duties of their people. Intrigued, Brooke looks for any texts based around interstellar travel, and finds a set of documents from Mothdeep Space Center, labeled Project Sidetrack. Among the various pieces of documentation, Brooke recognizes a pair of faces as he sees a photograph of Bill from the Kanto region shaking hands with N of the Unova region, with various lab workers in the background, and text that reads, "For the future, in symbiosis." The sight of the photograph causes him to quickly put the documents back onto the shelf before getting up and leaving, saying that he needs to check on Ralph. This intrigues Tucker, who puts away the book that they were reading and decides to look through the documents Brooke was reading through, reading out loud any photo descriptions for Mawile's understanding. When they reach the photograph of the two humans shaking hands, Tucker remarks on how the name Bill sounds familiar, but M sounds very unusual. Both he and Mawile agree to ask Ralph if he could help decipher some more of the complex terms later. Ralph and Rhyda both go downstairs to look through the various records in the records chamber. Ralph is able to determine that the records are all seemingly sorted by author, with some sections having less records inside them than others. He then decides to inform Rhyda secretly to try and see if any of the records might include a mention of the Dead Star, considering how it likely would have been observed through the telescope at times. While doing so, he tries to provide Rhyda with some descriptors that may have been used to describe it, considering how he doubts a lot of the Pokemon here would have an understanding of how to properly describe a satellite. Rhyda agrees to help search for any such records, and the two then take note of a set of stone tablets. The two try to read it and find it is not written in Pokemon language, or even human languages, that the team would be familiar with, instead having been written in hieroglyphs. They are only able to recognize one symbol on the tablets, which seem to match the forced etchings of a star on the outside of the temple. Intrigued, they use Rhyda's notebooks to trace down some of the hieroglyphs to examine later. After finishing with tracing them and handing a copy to Ralph, Rhyda decides to try combing through any documents they find about any sightings of entities that may have been described as non-Pokemon. As Ralph prepares to go upstairs to consult Mawile about the hieroglyphs, Brooke comes downstairs and asks what the two are doing. Ralph fills him in on what they had found, and explains how they and Rhyda were looking for any documents that might have included sightings of the Dead Star. Ralph leaves to go upstairs, leaving Brooke to join Rhyda in looking through the records that they could understand. While doing so, Rhyda comes across a document that mentions a Shining Man, depicting a one-eyed bipedal creature that seemed to approach the temple, but turned away due to seeming disinterest in the documents in the library, noting a voice that seemed to express no change in emotion during their entire time here. This makes Brooke recall the observers that they'd seen, of which both could be depicted in a similar manner. Besides that, no other documents that the two could understand made mentions of odd sightings, only general observations of the night sky, attendance logs for visitors to the temple, and an explanation of how the telescope sustained damage after being left exposed to an open sky during a storm. As they comb through the documents, Rhyda also feels the need to inform Brooke over the conversation with Tucker, and how they had made plans to try and help fix them. Brooke is glad to see Ryda choose to open up to someone, especially Tucker. Ryda also decides to ask for Brooke's opinion as to the importance of their past memories. This elicits an upset reaction from Brooke, who remarks on how he similarly had to deal with memories that caused him pain or discomfort, but they didn't want to get rid of them. Ryda is confused at the idea of wanting to keep something that inconveniences you, which leads Brooke to further explain that, by trying to avoid those memories, it only leads to forgetting memories that you want to keep with you. Upon hearing this, Ryda seems pained, and their horn emits the sound of static. They explain that they feel as if they had forgotten someone important, and how it is difficult at times to look towards Brooke, as their perception of Brooke seems to overlap with their perception of their mistress. Brooke encourages Ryda to try and remember her, expressing his own experiences with scales that he wouldn't want them to try to forget someone that was clearly so important to them. Ralph sees Tucker and Mawile reading upstairs, currently going through an astronomy textbook. As he approaches, he notices the text about Project Sidetrack and immediately drops the paper in his hands to comb through the documents. Ralph explains to the two about how he had been approached by Bill originally to work at the Moss Deep Space Center on Project Sidetrack. He explains that the project was a top-secret commission by an undisclosed investor, used to identify powerful traces of psychic energy from far-off reaches of space in exchange for a large sum of money that the Space Center could not refuse. To his recollection, the purpose of it was to help keep track of Mewtwo, in a situation where they could not be located. They also recognize a number of things from the documents, remarking on how they recognized a rotome in a computer, and how one of the workers there had never paid some money back that they owed him. However, when Ralph reaches to the photograph of Bill and N together, he finds the scene to be completely unfamiliar, despite even recognizing himself being in that photo. While hearing these descriptions, Tucker and Mawile are both shocked, the latter of which being especially surprised that Mewtwo was a Pokemon created by humans. Ralph also finds mention in the books about how Moss Deep Space Center declared they were cutting ties with Giovanni of Team Rocket later on in the project, confirming Ralph's suspicions over just who their benefactor was. Tucker recognizes the name from news stories, and Ralph explains over how they were a wealthy businessman from Kanto who was exposed as the leader of a crime syndicate after losing to an unnamed 10-year-old. As he explains this, Mawile notices text on the opposite side of the final page disclosing the Center's gratitude to N for helping calm Mewtwo, and how they were going to work with Team Plasma to counteract future disasters and better live in symbiosis with the world and its Pokemon. It also mentions a new project that the Center will be undertaking with Team Plasma, Guiding Star. Moving away from discussing the book, Mawile takes note of the sketch Ralph had brought up, prompting him to explain he wanted to see if she knew anything about it. She explains that the symbols on the sketch did not match the ones on the stone tablets that she had been able to read and attempt to decipher during her past visits. She is able to decipher some of the text on it, seeing it refers to an unseen ancient foe that was revealed by the light of the moon, and how it was important to always observe the sky whenever the moon was full. It also includes a confusing line about not trusting the tall, though she cannot identify any further descriptor among the text. Ralph also decides to present her with his star metal piece, explaining how it seemed to have a strong reaction to something in the temple, particularly in the records chamber. Mawile asks Oranguru whether there are any other parts of the temple that could be of interest to them. They explain that they have no knowledge of any additional rooms, unless there's some secret passageway that they had never come across. She also shows them the sketch, explaining that they might need to further examine the records chamber downstairs. Oranguru explains that, as long as none of the documents will be harmed, and it's in the pursuit of knowledge, or even awakening the ruins, they were welcome to do whatever they felt was necessary. Ralph heads back to the record room, taking out the star metal piece to see if there's anything of interest. As he nears the back of the room, he notices the walls start to glow, revealing a slot that seems to materialize. Ralph fits the piece into the slot and watches as it seems to change shape to better fit into the slot before the wall sinks into the floor and reveals a passage downstairs. The group are all in shock from this and begin to investigate the passage, Brooke taking out his lantern to illuminate the path as it gets darker. Oranguru wishes the team luck before going back to oversee Lyre, with Mawile deciding to join them in navigating through the secret passage. It should be noted that at this point, Oranguru also warned you that you had a limited time span of only like 2, maybe 3 nights at most, before the entire thing shuts for another month. Hopefully it won't take you guys that long. Heading through the passage, the group soon feels tiles beneath their feet and look around at what looks to be a hallway for an old laboratory. The team is stopped by a glass door in front of them, with a sign that reads Security Checkpoint, with a door to their left and what looks to be the remains of a waiting room to the south. Door to their left. That is the security checkpoint door, I should make mention. Burke moves to open the glass door and has no difficulty in doing so. The door leads them further down a wide hallway. Ralph looks around the hallway, curious whether the books they'd found meant this truly was Moss Deep Space Center, but concludes it couldn't be the case due to how utterly unfamiliar these areas were currently. As the team is wandering down the hall, briefly noting a security office, I should mention, a humming sound echoes from the far end of the hall, which puts the team on edge as they progress. Tucker sneakily moves ahead of the group to see what the sound is coming from, and sees a magneton seemingly approaching where the group is from around the corner. He hurries back to tell the others, with Brooke jokingly grumbling that the lab security was better than he expected. Oh, I see. The table did do a thing.
Yeah, you got kicked, I think.
I'm jumping back in.
Okay. It reminded me I should do this though.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Give him a shield.
Now you can't be kicked. That's right. Yeah. I wish it worked that way.
Right.
Thanks, and you have a good night.
Night, Neil.
That was a big recap. But then there is a lot of lore, so.
Yeah, a lot of lore. I kind of like, and this was like not intentional by any of us, I don't think, but like our stories are kind of intertwining with some of the central stories of the Pokemon universe.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. Wonder if mine will too.
Maybe, I don't know. No, I think that's not really, and we've managed to do it in such a way that it doesn't make our own characters feel like Mary Sue's or inserts or anything. Like we're not intruding on the story. It's just that characters like Red and Giovanni and and Bill are so larger than life, have such a large reach, and like their actions, whether heroic or villainous, have just such a ripple effect over the entire Pokemon world that it does even touch our backstories.
Yeah, Ralph and Brooke, it seems like they were around the same regions for all these events. I wasn't, though, so I wouldn't be surprised if I don't really mix into it specifically, but all the same, it's kind of cool.
It's funny that Tubby brings this up, because, indeed, compared to these quote-unquote main protagonists and antagonists, y'all aren't even bit players. You just happen to exist within proximity.
Yeah. Yeah, their actions are so monumental that it affected, way like, yes, we would be like a flavor text in PC. like, Like, if Ralph existed in the mainline games, he would be like a flavor text in VZ.
Technology is amazing.
Yeah, basically.
Oh gosh. Well, let me read Brooke's line, shall I?
Yeah.
Well, we're not one for sneaking around, are we? Let's just get this over with, Brooke says, and starts to walk towards the magneton. Where is the enemy skull?
We didn't put one down. Oh, it's
There's a bunch over here, but I know there's a smaller
there's
one.
dungeon icons, right?
Yes.
That's where they should be. Okay.
So enemy is currently there. Brooke is walking to where the adorable little Tucker icon is going.
Yeah.
Is anyone going to do anything to stop Brooke?
Now, if Brooke says go for it, then we're going for it.
Yeah, he's our leader. He knows best, supposedly.
I'll just walk alongside Brooke to face.
Nope.
Oh,
Don't follow Brooke.
I am getting ready to teleport just in case.
okay. All right. I need to. Let's see here.
Oh, I will whisper. You know, this guy's also an electric type, right? You don't exactly have a great track record dealing with electric types.
Ignore the fact that this is supposed to be a chest.
Oh, lock the doors?
Oh, are those chests originally? I thought they were doors. Oh, maybe they're not. Oh.
They're stone boxes. I'm using them to mark.
Oh.
We'll call them walls.
Okay.
So, the moment that Brooke steps into view, things are going to happen. First, I'm going to describe that this magneton does not look like it is in the best condition. Anyone who has ever played, like, a horror game where, you know, there's machine zombies that are falling apart, it kind of looks like it's starting to fall apart.
Nightmare magneton.
Oh, wasn't it glowing a weird color?
Was it? I don't remember.
I feel like it was green or something.
Oh, right. That's right. Its eyes, the ones that are working, were glowing green. Now they're red.
Uh-oh.
Detected. Her online. System. Go ahead and roll initiatives when you're ready. I will let Brooke do their thing first. Oh, right.
That's scary.
It should be extra scary because where I put those boxes, there's the... Oh, right. I should have one more.
It's twos.
Alright, here we go.
Because 4 doors close up. Oh, no, wait. It is supposed to be 3 doors. My mistake. That one is not supposed to be.
Oh.
I'm gonna...
It's just behind us.
Correct.
I'm gonna post in our group chat this cool zombie magneton picture I found.
Oh, boy.
Oh, are the doors loud? Do we all notice them?
Yep. There is no way you would not notice the slamming sound of the security doors.
Uh-oh.
Yep, that is where I positioned them. Okay. I did leave that open on purpose.
It's good I didn't split up too much. Did we even notice we walked through a thing that could close?
You did not notice that door, and ahead of you, you guys didn't notice that there could possibly be a security wall there either, but there is a security wall that goes up. And red auxiliary power lights turn on, and there is this rumbling hum of machinery starting to come to life all around you.
Ooh.
Including the red glow of the computer monitor from the security office lighting up.
All the Orangaroos hastily writing down all the shenanigans we're causing. Now there's rumbling. They're like writing faster.
Right. Just a sec. Do they have anything? What is initiative again?
It's D6 and then the number on the, I don't know what number that is.
Dex fight of... no, not
Dex
Dex fight.
survival alert.
Dex,
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You okay, bud? Brooke says, I know I'm not supposed to be here at all, but you look rough. Let's see. Oh boy! How much do they have total? Oh boy!
Ooh.
Oh wait, hang on. That last one isn't. No, that last one is also a 12.
Oh. Should I loot the Tucker I cut away since we kind of put that together?
Yes, you may
Okay.
put that away. Sorry, I know this setup is taking a minute.
It's okay. I just thought I'd help.
Hard.
Oh, but Ryder was staying back. Is Ryder staying really far back, or?
No, I didn't say I was staying back. I was
Oh.
staying with the group.
Oh, the teleport thing. I guess I just thought you were staying back. Okay.
Okay, there's the initiative.
Big initiative.
Yes, it is. Enemy,
No, on
enemy.
the right.
Oh, I know. I was just doing it on the card for my sake.
Just making sure, because, tendencies to forget.
No, I know. I appreciate it. It's also how I was sorting people.
Very nice.
Moss Deep was Hoenn, right?
Correct.
Indeed.
So everybody was around Hoenn at some point, except for me.
I don't think necessarily Brooke could have recognized the inn from somewhere else.
Oh, that's
But Ralph grew up and spent most of his life in Hoenn, only living in Kanto a few months or so before he would have been taken.
Okay. I'm gonna have a little fun. Battles 1. Number 27. Please turn the volume down. It's a smidge loud.
okay. Just a second.
Alright, Battles 121.
27. I think.
27.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This might be a little energetic, but previews for later.
Get me pumped, so...
Ooh, I like this.
Mhm.
All right.
It definitely sounds like we triggered security.
Yeah. It kind of gives me like Machine Passage vibes, the Kirby track. Like very slightly.
So, first things first. Let's see. That enemy will move there. And Magneton will approach. Brooke is first and foremost. Brooke. One thing you notice as the Magneton approaches you to attack, there are dark shapes that start just sort of appearing, apparently out of the walls in the room beyond. It is like small, swarming shapes, too. Alright, let's see. What is this thing gonna do?
Oh, when you see through the wall, you mean like through a window or something?
Oh, no. Brooke isn't seeing this through the wall. He's seeing it past the Magneton down the hall.
Oh, okay.
Did I say wall? I meant
You
wall.
said wall.
Oh,
So I thought there
sorry.
was a wall window or something. Wasn't there one earlier? That was how we saw the security office?
That is correct. That's in the room where the party token is.
Oh, yeah.
The lights of the Magneton flicker, and you briefly see a flash of reflective barriers appear around it. Let's see. Target acknowledged. Type water. Advantage.
Ow.
Oh, this is actually really cool. The
And it is going to send lightning at you, Brooke.
I did walk with Brooke, so I'm right next to him. Could I guard that?
You do not have to, because I believe Brooke evades that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. It's not exactly the most accurate thunder shock, but you can feel it whizzing past you. It manages to arc up into one of the ceiling lights, causing it to flicker and turn on, casting you very briefly into white light, almost like a spotlight.
Oh. Like my first gonna frizzle on that one because I was right next to Brooke.
Advantage, huh? I guess we'll see about that, Brooke says. Funny you say that. It's now your turn.
Get him, Brooke.
Oh boy. That's fighting, which I think is super effective against steel, right? Hang on, let me look at the...
it is, yes.
Excellent. Go for it. Choose your dex fight roll -2.
That's pretty good.
Can it even evade? Oh boy. It sure can. Brooke rushes toward it, and the magneton rattles and tries to levitate out of the way. Very ineffectively, considering it's quite slow. As I recall, we ignore ones on damage.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Also, don't forget we have Lucky Chant.
Oh, right. We do, because you preemptively made sure people had that.
Oh yeah.
And
Yep.
+1, so
Tactics.
that's a total of 6. You slam it into the wall. Oh, cool. Its strength and defense are -1 as well. Excellent.
Ooh.
Tight mismatch. Heads up. Looks like we've got more than one enemy in here. Get your game faces on, Brooke says and uses bravado.
Yippee!
Rock on.
You can do tough or cool for that. Whichever one you want. Both apply. You did not roll the full pool, but you still succeed.
Economical.
Oh, right, you're at -6.
Oh wow. How'd you get so much?
Yep.
Oh, the evade, right.
Alright, that's how many you've done. Okay. Are you passing your turn? Oh, yes, you just said that, sorry. Which means it is Tucker's turn.
Okay. Random question. Megaton, could they avoid ground attacks? Not that I have any, but...
Some of them can.
Because they don't like ground attacks at all, so...
They sure don't, but a lot of them happen to have levitate.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna Fire Fang, the one that Brooke attacked. Oh, can I see the other enemies since I have the dark vision and I can look down the hall? What's the other one?
Yes.
Is another Megaton, or...
It's a bunch of swarming shapes.
shapes.
And one thing you'll notice now that you guys have the spotlight on you effectively is there's a lot of eyes.
So it's shapes with eyes, but I can't
Yep.
tell what they are yet. Okay. I'm gonna start with the Magneton because I can see it right.
Wait, really? Magneton don't have levitate? What nonsense is this? I thought they did.
Oh, then they just really hate ground attacks.
Anyone have a ground attack?
I don't think.
Confused.
Does anybody have? I don't think anybody has. I don't think. Does Ralph? Ralph can't even do ground metronome, right?
He can
Oh.
gamble for it.
Oh, it can? Oh, yeah, that's true.
But yes, you're fire fanging.
Gonna
Go
fire.
ahead.
Yeah.
Ah, Magnet Rise.
Okay, Dex fight roll -1. Okay. Okay. It probably can't dodge, right?
It cannot. It does not have the dice for it.
Okay. That case, it is super effective. So that's one more
That's one more damage flat.
one more damage. Okay.
So it would be your strength plus 2, which is a total of 6 dice.
Okay.
My attacks are gonna be not really.
Oh,
Lucky chance.
your fang
but also
your fang
it's
moves
damage.
don't.
Oh,
Because of your
oh.
title, your fang moves don't have an accuracy penalty anymore.
Oh,
Yes, but that is
right.
a total of 3 damage.
which means I don't have to be -3 after this.
Correct.
And also,
Burn
Um,
and flinch.
a +1 damage die from fire for fang moves.
Oh yes, did you roll
I did
that
not.
as well? Okay,
I
roll
got
that
it.
as well. The things I forget you guys have.
Yay!
Excellent, that is 4 damage total. And you may also roll for flinch and burn.
Yeah. Burn first. It burned.
Burn!
Right on.
Finally!
Does a flinch.
No flinch, but it is burned.
Yeah. Since it's all broken and stuff, I'm guessing it like isn't flying really straight and stuff.
Correct.
So it's probably really easy to like leap at it and just not part of it. So I bite it with fiery fangs, licking my teeth.
Tucker has started an electrical fire. Congratulations, everyone.
Uh oh.
That distinct smell.
Inspector sister. Error. Is that all Tucker is going
Oh.
to do?
Is it still functioning?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Without even really letting go, I'm gonna use a crunch.
Okay.
Dex fight brawl -2.
Correct.
Let's see. Okay.
All right, that'll hit. Once again, it cannot dodge.
Okay. Strength +3 plus 1 more because type. My type. So that's 8.
Take away 2 of those ones, so that's a total of 3 damage.
And reduce defense roll.
Yes.
Nope.
It's okay, its defense is already reduced.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And I'm gonna finish off by doing. Oh, I know. So I bit of fire and then I just bit it really hard, and now I'm just gonna throw it away with a knockdown. I treat it like a chew toy. Strength fight brawl -4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Knockdown is basically a flinch.
Yeah. The typeless moves are useful sometimes. I think that'll get through. And well, does it have another? It does have a strength roll, so I guess I'll roll it.
Yep. Just your flat strength.
Yeah. Yay, 2.
Tucker tries to do the dog shaky thing and tosses the magneton further down the hall, causing it to impact off the floor before it starts to float slightly again. Will that be your turn, Tucker?
Yeah. I'm gonna say... there, we have some distance now. Everybody else ready?
Affirmative.
Alright, that's all.
Which I believe makes it Bridet's turn.
I'll start this off with a Calm Mind Insight Fight channel. So I have increased special defense and special by 1. That's gonna follow it up with so are the others visible at this moment, or is it just silhouetted?
You can see the magneton, and at your current distance, you can only see the swarming silhouette in the background. The other one is not visible. It is there for my purposes.
I didn't call out the eyes on the things in the back because I was fighting the magneton, so I couldn't really do that.
Okay. In that case, I'll just use Psychic on the one that is already been damaged. 6 fight channel.
I'm keeping an eye on those eyes, though.
Let's go. Total of 4, and guy can't evade, so Demarche.
What attack was that?
It was Psychic.
Sick.
Are you using the orb?
I am not.
Okay. Well, once again,
this guy.
it cannot dodge. It is now prone.
So Spectacle plus 3. Which is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I was thinking maybe we could have stealthed taken it out before it went all alarming, but it has a lot of health.
Stab.
Oh. That's a lot.
That is a lot. So, Rita, one thing you notice as you bombard this thing with psychic energy, some of it bounces off. This thing used a flippin' light screen.
Oh, damn it. I forgot about that.
It's faulty, though, so it didn't
Ew.
exactly defend itself particularly well.
It's still standing, right?
It is! These things are tanky for a reason.
Yeah, there was no way of taking that out before we were all alerting.
Oh, but its special defense is down now. Tough nuts to crack for being centuries old, Burke remarks.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit it with the confusion to follow up.
It's already burned. Why would you confuse it? It can barely
Being burned.
function.
Being burned alive is confusing.
Oh, yeah, it has burned.
That's right, channel.
Let's see. 1 point damage to enemy shroud.
Besides, stacking status effects is funny as shit.
It is.
I'm going with a physical confusion this time, because screw that guy.
Oh. Well, you have lucky chance, so that will hit.
Not special +2. Plus stab, so 7. Come on, big damage.
Oh.
Damn it.
Oh.
That's a lot of ones.
Suppose I gotta roll for Plink.
Oh, right. You should probably roll for it and not me.
Come on. Damn it.
Darn it.
Oh.
Unfortunately,
Well,
your
there's
orb...
still confusion chance.
There is. Unfortunately, your orb bounces off the magneton with a metallic clang.
Well,
Sadly, no confusion, it looks like.
I think I'm just gonna hold there just in case I need to dodge.
Wise. Which means it is Ralph's turn.
Alright.
Hey, Ralph, this isn't a security system you recognize.
Indeed. I don't know that we would have used Pokemon. I don't know what sort of self-respecting security system would have been, Pokemon, because then any upstart 10-year-old could bypass it.
All it takes is a Pokeball and a dream.
Indeed. I guess not just any, it'd have to be a pretty exceptional one. Anywho, we're going to start off with Belly Brum.
Alrighty.
Hey, I think I rolled the wrong set, but
I mean, you succeed either way. It's true,
Bada
nobody knows
bing.
what Magnemite insights look like.
Definitely
which
not
brings
the
my-
right normally.
let's bring my strength.
And they're
Or
not
my
even
HP down to 6. Which ain't too shabby. And now with my beefed up strength, we're gonna metronome a fire. Yeah, metronome a fire move.
Go for it.
Hopefully I hit a physical, but, either way it'll be good.
It's fine. If anyone has forgotten to use a bravado, it will stick around until you use it.
Oh, you don't have your bravado thing. Here, have a bravado thing.
I have it.
Here you go.
Right, didn't we have a thing for that?
Yeah.
We do have a thing
Bravado.
for
You have
that.
a bravado.
I
well-
put mine on my
Oh, you
sheet
put it
over
away.
here.
Oh, you put it over there. Oh, there. That, right. Okay, no.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Helps me pay attention to it more.
Alright, next one. There you go. At that -2 will be that for the metronome.
Oof. Alrighty. Fire, right?
Yeah.
You get mystical fire.
That's
It reduces the
Ho-Oh's.
foe's special, and it is special +2.
Yeah, that's Ho-Oh's special move.
You're a legendary
Damn.
now.
Indeed. Alright, a 4 and then the flat 1 for super effective.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Hang on, let me look at this thing's stats. Oh, okay. Well, sadly, the battle's not over. I can't give you a how do you want to do this, but it's already on fire. So, Ralph, you just...
Fire.
Yeah, now you really burn this thing.
Turn this thing into slag.
You do! It even starts to melt, and whatever Vox unit it uses to speak gets more and more warped.
Alright, we're gonna finish up by setting up a stockpile.
Alright.
I believe it's also specifically channel. 3. And it's 2 and 2, so 5. Yep. Not too shabby.
Hey, Ralph, did you use your bravado yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. On the accuracy of what's it called?
Okay.
What, for Metro? No. No. Save it.
Okay. Here, it's on your face now.
Because remember,
It's on your face.
your metronome's accuracy is not just its accuracy, it's
Yeah,
also the
it's-
gamble roll.
Yeah. Alright. That means my defense is up to 5-4. Which is awesome. I am looking like a tank. And I'm gonna look at this maneuver here.
A maneuver?
Yeah, cover an ally doesn't have a dice roll associated with it.
Correct. And I've been letting people cover an ally if they so choose to take an attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna end by more or less covering an ally, like standing in front of Brook, since I'm a big wall of inky Snorlax fat and he is a water type.
Ah, you are preemptively covering an ally as an action. Perfect.
Yeah. Make myself. Well, as per the maneuvers thing, it'll make me more likely to be attacked. Of course, the Magnetons could still choose to attack Brook if, like, they, decide, there's a greater advantage in that.
That's pretty smart, because I'm actually a little more forward, because I was, like, throwing the Megaton and stuff.
But yeah, Magneton's a pretty hard-hitting electric type, and, our leader is water, so...
Oh, is it done? I noticed the icon went away.
Yeah, you guys... Well, Ralph specifically finished it, but you guys finally beat it up. That doesn't mean the fight is over.
No.
Just took the entire team's round to defeat one of them.
Then I'm looking forward, and now that the Megaton's out of the way, I'm going to express There's more in the distance, and I see eyes or something.
Yeah, Kyrio. Just dodge the lightning strikes 100 times, you'll get the Jupiter sigil, or whatever it's called.
If you dodge 300 lightning bolts, you get that one caster lady's strongest staff.
Yeah?
Oh, wait. I was looking at the eyes. I could see them. Do they look like Megalithon eyes, too? Or...
Kind of, yes.
Uh-oh.
Well, we're gonna leave
That'll
one
be
of
my
those
turn.
things. So, you may have noticed on the battle card, security.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the swarm finally gets its turn. As this swarm of dark shapes lit by the red light washes over all of you like a wave. And there is this bombardment of noise, like 1,000 voices speaking binary code. So, let's see here. Do.
It sounds out.
My mind immediately goes to the Futurama clip. What's it mean, Bender? It's just gibberish. And he looks in the mirror. 100110.
I think I saw it too! Alright, unfortunately, Ralph, you take 1 automatic damage.
Oof.
Because this functions like a swarm, for those who understand the nomenclature.
When you say they washed over us, you mean like physically?
Sorry, I was getting my dice ready. Yes. This
Oh, wow.
is a swarm of multiple entities. Gosh darn it!
They're fast.
Snuff.
It is. And they have identified one of the most important targets. Right.
Maybe the DM should be able to lucky hat sometimes.
No. If I do that, you're not seeing my rolls. I'll use my physical dice. I have enemies for that. You aren't at them yet.
Oh.
But yeah, Ryda, this thing aims at you, and there's this wash of what seems to be psychic energy that pulses from these eyes, and then it concentrates through several circles as they all start to basically create psychic lasers that go at you. Not Psybeam.
Wow, wasn't Ryder in the back, though?
Well, I'd like to dodge, if that's possible.
Yeah? This is not an unavoidable.
I just have to beat the one.
Yes. Technically, it's a never fail attack, but also you can still dodge it. Never fail attacks are fun.
So if they're attacking Ryder, then why did Ralph take an automatic damage?
Because it's a swarm.
Blocking Brook.
It kind of hit everybody? Uh-oh.
Correct. So the way swarms work in other tabletops is if you share a space with a swarm, they automatically get to deal an amount of damage to you and have an effect.
Oh, ow.
Look at me go!
Go, go, Lucky Chant.
Hey, Giratina.
Yeah, right. So one of the things that you are able to do is deflect some of these psychic beams with your orb. And I partially imagine you ballerina spin and then kick a magneton part that still has light screen on it in the way so it can't hit you.
Oh, fancy.
Is this palatable to you? No worries. No rush. Oh, that's literally all it can do. Which means it's the top of the round again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So, if they only hit Ralph and Rita, so they went past Ralph and then hit Rita?
The entire area of the hallway is engulfed by the swarm.
Uh-oh. What is the swarm? Now that it's closer and stuff, we can look at it better.
It's moving a lot, but hey, who's seen the Entei movie?
Indeed.
Well, time ago, I think Charm did. Yeah, the unknown one.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ooh.
Mm. He says these guys may look like chumps, but careful, they have a hidden power.
That's exactly what they used.
No, they had a lot of unknowns, and they were all over the place. Yeah.
Say hi to the real security system.
This has to be a Pokemon implemented security system.
Are you sure, Ralph?
Oh wait, are these actually unknown?
A good
That's
question.
kinda crazy. All I know is they have eyes and they move fast.
Oh, I should make mention that another Magneton has appeared at the end of the hall.
Mm.
It was slow.
Hmm.
It's almost like there were documents on psychic research that you found.
Hmm.
But it is Brooke's turn.
I think I got an idea. What's Brooke gonna do though?
Go for it.
Let's see.
And you're right. Biting a single part of the swarm is probably not very effective.
Oh, Kyrio doesn't have a ton of type effectiveness against Psychic, and single bite wouldn't be useful against a Swarm. Ah, Shatter Shot. That's probably a good idea.
So hey, Kyrio, do me a solid. Don't take into account the accuracy penalty for Shatter Shot right now.
Right, because how do you aim at a Swarm? So you just kind of fire.
Did that include your bravado? Four. Let's see. Can it even? Oh. Yeah, we're gonna say it can't. Woo!
Oh, jeez. Oh, freeze.
Oh boy. Hang on. So that's 7. Gosh dang. So, you cannot freeze the entirety of the swarm. But what you do, Brooke, is you manage to blast a sizable chunk of it, such that their mobility is impaired. They are currently counted as having dexterity 0 for all purposes of evasion. It is not that they cannot, it is that they are severely mobility impaired due to the extreme cold. I did not expect Frozen to get off.
Nice work. Good work, Brooke.
Gosh, Brooke has had such luck mass freezing everything. Ah, Brooke is removing their dexterity penalty. This is wise.
Oh. Oh yeah, that means Hex Body.
Correct. And it is now Tucker's turn.
Oh right. I was gonna try to do that Fire Fang Dark Pulse thing I was trained, but if part of this thing's frozen, I shouldn't do that. So,
A new enemy has appeared further down the hall.
True. Oh, and you said, when do we take damage from the swarm?
So it randomly deals 1 damage to a target automatically every round. And that will have to be on its turn.
Okay.
Which means end of round.
Well, there's one really strong thing I can do, because I think we established that my Dark Pulse is kind of special, because it can go through, Pokemon I don't want to hurt, but it can hurt things I do want it to hurt.
Yes.
So, okay. Alright. I'm going to try to get into the center of the group, of our group, and then I'm going to use a Dark Pulse, which I am just going to try to have explode out for me all over the place.
I will permit this at a -2 accuracy.
Okay.
Which is offset by your bravado, so just roll accuracy.
Okay. Remove the broad. Okay. Five.
Not bad. Oh right, it's counting as Dex 0. It can't dodge.
Alright. Special +3, +1, because type. Okay.
Oh, that's true. It is a crit, so you get an additional 2 damage dice.
Oh, okay, I'll add those just now. Thanks for telling me just in time. Ooh.
3, 4, 5.
5. 5 is pretty good. I like 5.
Go ahead and roll for flinch.
Alright. I got it!
Excellent! It is flinch.
Okay. So, I bunch up real close to everybody else, and I just kind of start, like, charging up, kind of, and just kind of looking like I'm getting all pressurized. Then I just release dark energy everywhere, honestly, it's probably enough strength that the whole party kind of feels it too. It doesn't hurt him, but it probably is. You can probably feel it.
Tucker, you unleash this dark wave and it helps push back this swarm of unknown, keeping them at bay, at least for a little longer. Let's see, how much damage was that? 1, 2, 3. So, I hate to be a downer, Tucker. Could you roll Clink for me?
Oh, wow, they were really defensive.
Only against special attacks.
Oh. That's a 3. I don't know what that means for Clink, but there it is.
Unfortunately, no damage on the security, but you do push them back.
At least we get a little space.
Is there anything else Tucker would like to do?
Well, there is a new threat coming, and being in the swarm takes damage at some point, and Brooke probably shouldn't get close to the Make the Ton, so... Alright, I'm gonna run over to the Make the Ton. I don't know if that takes, like, an action. I'm just gonna engage it before it gets to Brooke.
There is a free move every turn if you're going to move between tiles, so
Okay,
that is fine.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to gauge it over there, and that way, if the swarm wants to hit me, it has to lighten up everybody else. And if it doesn't want to hit me, then everybody else can focus on that, and they don't have to get zapped. I'm basically going to make the ton target me, but I'm going to attack it too. Am I at a -2?
Yes, you're at a -2 penalty currently.
Okay.
Also, you're now counted as in the dark for purposes of your title.
Ooh. Which... Oh yeah, good. Okay. In that case, wait, when Fang moves lose their accuracy penalty, does that not matter how much... Like, no matter how much penalty I built up?
No, it's the innate accuracy penalty on the move. Because they have a -1.
That one. Okay. I get it. Alright. I'm gonna Fire Fang this one, too. Because that's a good idea. So that's a -2. Let's see.
Raya, go support Tucker. We've got this back here, Brooke says as Tucker runs forward.
Well, if anything, at least my Dark Pulse made it probably easier to run through the swarm.
Alright. Can it evade?
I'm just gonna run up to it and use my momentum to just like bite onto it even easier. Just lunge at it. Since I'm already moving. Oh.
Unfortunately, your run-up gives it just enough time to float out of reach.
Well, there's a flash of light in the darkness where I'm at now because of my Fire Fang not actually connected to anything, so it's just in the air. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna still go for a bite on it then. Getting back in front of it before I do, because I want to make sure to put myself between it and the rest of the party.
Alrighty. It is at -4.
-4, okay. There we go. Let's see if it dodges again.
It does not this time.
Okay. Alright, strength +2 +1. Okay, a 3 is probably just plain, but...
Oh right, it is a magneton. Unfortunately, that is Blink.
But that's okay, because I didn't really do this for the damage. 3 flinch dice. Oh.
Oh. Well, let's see if you get the Blink off.
Okay. Oh.
Oh. You attempt to bite this one, but its construction seems to be slightly sturdier than its erstwhile and deactivated companion.
It was slower because it had more armor. That's why it showed up late. It's like a tank. I'm gonna stop there, but I hopefully have definitely got its attention now.
You certainly do. And that makes it Ryda's turn. Ryda gave a nod and goes forward with Tucker through the opening in the swarm's gap. Which means half the party is now out of
And
swarm.
I'm gonna use Future Sight.
Ooh.
Let's see. Future sight. Strikes at the end of the next round by passing shield movement cover. Oh, you got smart because of all the shield stuff.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a crit.
That is a crit. I'm just gonna make a mark on their token.
The mark for death.
Correct. Crit Future Sight. They're the one at the bottom. Oh, wait, no, they're at the top. I'm stupid. Whatever, I'll just swap the tokens. I'm done.
No, you're not.
That can be temporary.
That's being jerked.
But what next?
Then, I think I wish... How far away is Ralph from me?
Ralph is currently behind you a short ways, but the swarm is moving slow, so the gap between you and him has not yet closed.
Okay, so essentially he's visible to me at this point, and I'll probably be able to see him when his turn comes.
Yes.
Then I am going to hold.
Alright.
My plan is to team attack with Ralph, basically using psychic energy to boost whatever he does.
Alright.
Well, that's smart.
In which case, turn order moves. It is now your turn, Ralph.
Alrighty. You're thinking, maybe throw myself at this thing?
Magneton?
Indeed.
Alright.
I was actually kind of thinking smash the computer controlling these things if I could suss out which one it is.
Unfortunately, there aren't any currently in the hall.
Yeah, obviously there's going to be none in the hall.
But that's not a bad idea. If this is a security system, something has to be controlled. Auxiliary power did turn on.
Is Ralph thinking about trying to shut this stuff down so the attack stops?
Indeed. But first I have to not be surrounded, so we're gonna propel myself forward with a Giga Impact on this enemy on the
The Magneton?
yeah, I think on the Magneton.
Alright. And what move is Ryda using to help with this?
Psychic.
Alright. Go ahead and roll your accuracies, the both of you.
Well, since Ralph's looking for that idea, I'm kind of curious. When earlier you said we were past the security office, did we know that was security office? Was there a little sign that said that's the security office or something?
There was not a sign as such, but it was very easy to tell.
Let's go.
Oh wow, you guys
Oh,
definitely
boy.
synced up.
Double crit, same number. Go
Team
ahead and
R&R, baby.
roll your damage, R&R,
Okay, so crit is 2 more damage die.
for each of you.
Holy mother of God! All right,
Oh wow, I don't think we've ever seen this before.
all right. So it's 9. 15, then 16, and 17, 18.
Yay, 3 coins.
Ding, ding, ding. Wouldn't that be funny? If every time y'all rolled a 2, somebody got a poke.
We get a bit of money doing that.
Oh, this is my damage now.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, that's
And
wow.
they ignore the ones. So,
Wow.
So,
Wow.
how would R&R like to demolish this magneton? Because clearly it's not going to get to do anything.
Wow.
I'm thinking
Look,
I'm thinking I'm running, and the energy starts to envelop me, and when I fling myself forward, I'm like a purple fucking meteor. I'm like a comet. And, I hit this thing, and now there's, in the fucking steel reinforced wall, there's a Snorlax-shaped indent. And, yeah, it cuts to them up top. The whole building kicks a little bit.
yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Wait,
man.
Ralph, what did you attack? You attacked the
Magneton.
magneton.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
With Giga Impact.
I have to get out of the way of that at the last second, probably.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to make you roll evasion, but yes, you get out of the way at the last second.
Remember, I was trying to body block it from everybody else, so I was in the direct path there.
Well, either that or Rida helps aim Ralph above your head. One of the two,
Oh,
either
my
way.
It's
gosh.
definitely going to aim Ralph so it doesn't just obliterate Tucker.
There was probably enough space that I kind of was like, oh, I should probably move.
As the shadow grows around you. Oh,
I'm in
man.
danger.
And 3 flattened pieces of sheet metal flops off of me.
Ralph, you managed to extricate yourself from the wall, which is way sturdier than you thought. Take 1 damage from impacting the wall as a sort of like miniature form of recoil. It's not nearly as cratered in as you thought it would be. As either
Indeed.
you or Rida thought it would be. But as you pull away, bits of paneling and metal come off with the magneton, which is now in pieces, by the way. It is clearly a mechanical thing of some description,
Wow.
like an automata, and, you know, knowing magneton, you can't tell if that's normal or not. But there's clearly some sort of circuitry and machinery in the walls here.
Oh.
There's a brief, like... Oh, God. Right. There's this brief, like, static that seems to come over some sort of, like, comm system and a garbled mess of noise that's probably supposed to be an alert of some description. Like, the lights flickered, dust came off the ceiling and everything from your impact. So, if the defense systems didn't know you were here before, they knew now.
It probably looked a little off balance.
A
I was
freight
like,
train
I could've been hit
somehow-
with it.
A freight train has somehow crashed into our wall. Full
I-
defense mode.
I have a mechanical question. That
Yes.
team attack, was it technically 5 plus 12, or was it technically 17 at once? All at once?
All at once.
Okay. That's important for things like Plink, so I was wondering.
Uh-huh. even if it was divided between both types of defense, because Psychic and Giga Impact, it would have still destroyed the Magneton.
Yeah.
They have a lot of HP. They did not have enough.
Well, you're welcome, guys. I distracted you so you could do that, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
For a friendship.
Throw your friends like wrecking balls, which I believe is the second time this has happened.
And Future Sight actually moves to another enemy?
Yep.
I'm like Rosalina's Zaluma. And Smash Bros.
Did both of you use your bravados, by the way?
I didn't. I forgot again.
This is fine.
I was going to save it for Future Sight. Can you use it on damage?
No.
Actually, I probably
Damn it.
did help because Ralph still had to run up and stuff, and it could have dodged if I hadn't been wasting its time. So, I did help.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly it does not work on damage. Bravado specifically cannot work on damage.
Noted.
Is there anything else Ralph wants to do?
Yes, we are going to swallow. I'm gonna swallow my boost from earlier.
Wise.
Vitality, survival, nature.
Hey, can you two even see over here? It's really dark.
There's red lights.
Oh, right.
Yes. You count
Yes,
as in
and that will
darkness.
have. And Giga Impact essentially counts as 2 actions.
Oh, cool. So red
that's
lights,
all I
it's
get.
everybody see, but I can still be in darkness to get benefits.
Yes. The light is not bright enough. It was originally bright when you were under the spotlight, but that was temporary.
So mood lighting is the best light type for us. Yeah.
Alright, so 1.
Q smooth
Yeah, I
jazz.
did that, but it counted as 2, and then I did that, so yeah. I forgot to move my little thingy, but it's that much anyway. There we go. Let's move my camera back over here. And there we go, my defense is no longer boosted, but I heal back up to back up to 6. And swallowing energy picks up a lot of will.
Nom, nom, nom.
No.
Yeah, no. I think that'll do it. Yeah, that'll be my turn for now.
Alright, it's Security's turn. Brooke, sadly, you are the only person in the swarm now. You take 1 damage. Hooray, Torrent activates.
Well, leaving one person with the swarm is kind of like sorry. It also kind of is better because that means less damage being spread out. Thanks for keeping their attention. Look,
The people with multi-hit moves are a little bit more equipped to deal with it too. I have lots of powerful, hard-hitting attacks, but mostly single target damage.
oh hi, Essler.
It's also going to attempt to use Hidden Power on you. Yes, it is. That is the psychic beamy thing that it did before. It's the only thing Unknown can learn. It's just been repurposed.
I wonder if they're spelling anything.
Okay, I guess it can't hit. Sure, I will allow you to evade into the next tile with an 8.
Wow, an 8. That's your... Wow. That was your dodge. You really didn't like the swarm very much. Very high aversion to it. That's true. You are slippery.
Just slide on across the tiles. So, I should make note, there is one of the blocking walls here, but also there is a hallway that leads off and takes a sharp turn, which seems to be where the other magneton came from.
Oh yeah, I was gonna look down there once things calm down a little bit. So I could see, because it's probably dark, right? Or at least darker than others can see.
Nope, red lights.
Okay.
Auxiliary power. It's just dim red lighting everywhere.
Okay.
I think I saved this tile for a reason.
Yeah, you did. I don't know what the reason is, though.
Pretty sure that was a tile I took out.
Ah, okay.
Oh, I thought it was... Okay.
No, because my suggestion was to, like, use it instead of one of the pieces. I forget. I think it was this intersection here.
I think
Oh,
you're
see,
right.
That's right. It was going to be used for something, then it didn't get used for it. That's it. That was what it was.
So, the round goes up.
Has the storm been hurt at all?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
By Brooke. Speaking of, it is Brooke's turn.
This track feels a little bit like a rock and roll mashup of Spark Mandrel's stage of music.
You're right, that makes it extra good for this.
Kind of, yeah, I think.
Alright, Brooke, go for it. Yes, you are still ignoring the penalty to accuracy that Shattershot does. Because it's a swarm!
Is it still slower because of that earlier share shot? I guess this will probably help.
It is still frozen.
Make it more
Or rather,
frozen. Yep.
slow processes.
More frozen.
Oh boy!
That might make it more frozen. I feel like
Well,
this
it
might
can't
be
dodge
frozen.
that right now. Don't forget, you've got a torrent bonus die.
Ooh. Alright, because torrent triggers is just a little bit health
3,
loss now?
4. Yes, it triggers for every hit point loss now.
Oh, wow.
Because otherwise it was useless to us.
Yeah.
4 total. Alright. Sad.
Oh.
Ah, alas. Go ahead and roll me Plink. Plink it is! The shards of ice and blasting water impact the swarm, but unfortunately, due to its scattered state, don't exactly hit nearly as many individual units as Brooke would have liked. Not nearly as spectacular as the initial show. Lear, you say? Go ahead. Hey Ralph, you want to make me a smart logic roll? You Lear! What does Lear reduce? Lear reduces defense. They now have 0 defense. Hit him hard, boys and members of ambiguous genders. Hey, Ralph, you there? And okay, Scree.
Let's see. Oh! Oh, if these are unknowns, when I attacked, I actually should have been 2 times. It was super effective.
Yes.
I forgot they were psychic.
They are.
Okay, that's good to know. Last time it didn't work out so well. That doesn't mean it can't. The Dark Pulse I did. But they have really good special defense. Wait, what? Why did my Dark Pulse not work very well?
Because you did not do enough damage to bypass their special defense.
Right, because they got good special defense.
Correct.
Okay. But we'll wait for Tubby to get back. In the meantime, let me ask, about the room shapes. I know we're kind of taking, some adjustments, like the little blue, the little red dots are because this is a wall.
Yes.
Here. But how big is the hallway we were just fighting in to the north?
It's not terribly big.
Not terribly big. Is the hallway to the left really small, or like it looks like, at least at first?
It's of the same width as the initial hallway you guys were going through.
Okay. The hallways are all about the same width then.
Yes.
Okay.
They are of a width that 3 people could stand, like 3 like average humans could stand side by side, like shoulder to shoulder, and they would fit.
Okay. I understand that. Don't get into geometry or whatever. I didn't get that far. But I understand that way. Okay. I'm just thinking about things.
I couldn't get the impression that maybe I should just have Ryda only do team attacks. Well, maybe not solely, but like when they do, they hit really hard.
That has been the luck so far. Also, I do hope people are okay.
Yeah.
I do apologize about my quietness. I had to switch to push to talk.
Well, this is fine. I can hear you just fine. Oh, is that a Tubby?
Oh, none. I didn't say anything.
Oh, hi. You exist again. That's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Earlier I was asking you to make me a smart logic roll.
Yes. Oh, my bad.
It's okay.
I don't know why I just phase out of existence sometimes. I'm sitting here listening to the call and everything.
We were talking about how you were a Mirage earlier, so it makes sense. It's okay, though. You're a nice Mirage.
So, Ralph, if this is a security system, which, by your logic, it probably is, just defeating it will probably not be enough. If you don't shut it off, this will not stop.
Yeah. Yes, we have to figure out where it would be coming from and shut it off that way.
The swarm was seen appearing in this room, but that does not necessarily mean much when there isn't any sort of terminal for you to activate or, destroy.
Yeah.
We've been moving around a bit. Are there any signs around in the new hallways? Or
Good question. Also, welcome back. Is Brooke doing anything else, by the way, Kyrio? Okay. So that was the end of his turn.
You didn't miss much. Tubby just did his roll, and he's realizing the security needs to be turned off.
Yes. You know what? I will give Ralph this. Go ahead and give me a Insight Survival Alert, Ralph. Since you are the one who would realize that this is a security system and it needs turning off. B?
I think I'm gonna have to turn the music down. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, it is loud.
It's
I did
really
warn you all
loud.
to turn it down.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
have
very
it
loud.
like halfway down. I'm gonna get it a little more.
Oh, I turned it way down, and it's still pretty loud.
There we go.
Could you give me an Insight Survival Alert?
Yes, indeed.
Since Tucker did ask if there were any signs or anything around, and you
Yeah.
being the one who would figure out the security system thing would probably see.
Yeah, but I'd be the one to look and check.
Alright, 3 is enough. There is, well, outside of the currently broken wall that may or may not have something written on it, down the hall to your, if you're facing the wall you broke, to your right, on the wall there is a line. And painted over, just above that line is server room. In English. And
Indeed.
then, in smaller text underneath it, several other human languages.
Yeah. Alright, server room will probably have access to the security system, so I'm gonna book it down this hall.
Alrighty. We can do that on your turn.
Yeah, indeed, I'll scout the brick wall and do it. I'm gonna try and turn it off as I, run.
Alright, Tucker.
Oh, well, since I'm looking around too, there's obviously a big ol' security door on the right side. Is there any sign next to that?
Da-da-da-da.
Because that probably goes somewhere too. That's obvious, but not that we can go there. But
Not on the security wall, unfortunately. Probably on the door behind the security wall.
okay, good. It's blocking it. Okay. Well, when Ralph runs off, it says he's going to try to turn it off. Okay. I'm just going to keep fighting for now, since Ralph probably knows what he's doing with that, and I wouldn't know, so. Okay, I'm going to, even though it might risk speeding the back up, I'm going to do Firefang Howl that I've been trying to learn, if that's okay. Which is basically a flamethrower.
Alright, Tuck. Go for it.
Okay.
Let's see. The accuracy would be... I forget what role we used before. We'll just say Dex
it's-
Fight Channel.
Dex fight. Okay. How is Colt Contest Intimidate? So maybe we'd take one of those, but...
I'm just saying channel right now because it's a ranged attack.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's a cone. Basically.
Yes. It will be at a -2.
Okay. Yeah, now that everybody is not grouped up in the swarms is one direction. Oh. Oh, well, at least Lucky Chat.
Even with Lucky Chant, it still won't mean fun.
Ah.
Alright. What sort of... Oh wow, it... Well, unfortunately, Tucker, you do attempt to blast it, and even as slowed as it is, they manage to float out of the way, as your flames and darkness are not directed enough to get them.
Oh, rude. I mean,
Rude
I am still
indeed.
learning it, though. I probably just aimed it wrong. Do I still get, But I still get a... Oh, do I get a pip? Yeah?
Yes, I gave you a pip.
Okay, do I still get plus strength to party?
Yes, you do.
Okay, at least it does that.
Yes, everyone will get a +1 strength.
Because it's a loud flamethrower. I'm barking. Ah!
Oh my good golly gosh.
Right?
That makes my strength a full 10.
Remember, your buff is better, so it does not stack.
I doesn't stack.
Sorry.
Stack, that would be broken
If
to
buff
tell, to be
stacked, it
honest.
would be ridiculous. I know. Is there anything else Tucker would like to do?
Tucker's gonna hold and see what other people do. Yeah.
Ralph has not left the room yet. His turn has not come up yet, but he is going to. It is Ryda's turn. However, Ralph, since talking is a free action, Ralph has declared he's going to try and turn it off. Oh, don't worry, I have the key. Rips off door.
Yeah, fucking stacking strength buffs. I'm just as strong as a DBZ character.
Since Ruff is leaving, I won't be doing team attacks unless Tucker chimes in, so I'm gonna just go for a psychic on this swarm.
Oh, I do look ready to, like, do stuff with other people if they want to do things with me. But you don't have to.
I mean, feel free to hop in.
What are you doing?
Red is using
I'm
psychic.
doing a physical psychic.
Orb, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can I hop in on that? Let's see. That's a good roll.
Yes. What's your plan? Are you gonna just, like, ping-pong it around the swarm? Sort of do a, like, wide swing through them.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Can I do a wide swing? Yeah, can I apply Dark Pulse to the orb?
So, I will allow that. I'm gonna impose a -2 penalty to the both of you on top of whatever you may already have, because it's dark and psychic.
Okay. It's up to if does Ryder want to take a -2 to do this?
You're the one hopping in. It's your call.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna choose to do it. I hope that's not a bad thing. Okay. -4. Let's do it. Okay.
Crit is +2 dice, right?
What is +2 dice?
Is crit +2 dice?
For damage, yes.
Okay, because I rolled accuracy of 5.
Did you use your bravado for the accuracy?
I did not, because I was going bravado if it failed. Well, if it didn't reach crit.
Ah, okay.
If I'm jumping in, then I think I may have ruined your crit, though.
No.
Oh, okay.
Remember, team attacks accuracy is added together.
Oh.
All that matters is that someone does not botch.
Oh, should I have rolled? I rolled a -4 to my accuracy. Is that right, then?
That is correct.
Okay. Alright, then.
So let's see. That's a total of 7, which means it can and will hit.
Okay.
Alright. You both may roll your damages.
Okay. Damage. Okay.
Goodness gracious.
And I still get to do this.
Decent.
Maybe you can... see. Oh, wow. Okay. That was an attempt at flinch.
Oh, but you are going to reduce its special defense.
Oh! Right, because Psychic does that.
I'm gonna say it's all super. Like a melt move. It's a team attack. It should be the most beneficial it can be, especially if you manage to get it off.
I want to imagine that if Ryder was doing just a normal Psychic, I probably could have mixed with it, but since it was using a physical orb, I could latch onto it better.
Oh, right, it is physical at the moment. Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
Is it fully physical? Did I make it? Is my part physical too?
Do you guys mind if I describe it?
Yeah. I mean, no, I don't mind.
Do it.
Do you mind, Ryda?
Yeah, go for it.
Because this thing has 0 defense, and you guys are doing something I find very funny. So...
Yep, exactly why I chose physical.
The psychic and dark energies clash with each other, and at first, Ryda, your orb bounces off of Tucker's Dark Pulse, which normally Dark Pulse is like this randomly lashing out thing. But the both of you use that to your advantage, and it bounces again and again and again as you bring the orb into the swarm, and you bounce the orb back and forth between darkness and psychic energy over and over, battering the swarm from within and without.
Ooh, wow. Accurate.
So, we can temporarily put a pause on the music.
Okay. Something that chaotic probably wouldn't work if it wasn't a swarm. So that worked really well.
As, for the moment, you have neutralized USDS. The red lights haven't gone away, but this swarm of unknown have, well, for lack of a better word, been demolished. What individual units yet remain are either impacted against the walls and staying there, floating in the air, unmoving, or are on the ground. Another garbled mess comes over the comm system.
I was going to make that joke.
I didn't even think of that. No, that's just the acronym. No, this also does not invalidate what Ralph is doing, I should make mention.
Yeah, that thing wasn't the whole security system or anything. That's pretty obvious. And the security gates are still, like, up, right?
They are.
Yeah.
And in fact, we're still in initiative.
Yes.
Ooh.
The system is still armed.
Is there anything else that Ryda and Tucker are going to do at the moment?
Suppose while that's down, Right is going to make their way towards Ralph.
Let's follow Ralph's lead while we can, Rick says, and he's going to follow the Snorlax on his turn.
Okay. Oop.
Gasp.
Right is going to catch up to Ralph. I was debating if I should use Heal Pulse, because Ralph took a beating, but also he has rest. So he has his own self-reliance. I think I'll just leave it. And I doubt Brooke wants the one thing healed, so they can still have turret just in case. So yeah, Right is just going to catch up.
Yeah,
All right.
same.
Alrighty. So we're going to go to Ralph's turn.
Right.
Ralph is running to the server room.
Yes. Do my best to follow the signs and navigate.
So, Ralph, you come to a wider room that has what are likely blast-proof windows through which you can see a ventilated server room that is currently active on the other side. There's some sort of electricity that seems to be jumping between the servers back and forth. There are two halls here, quote unquote. Each one has a door.
Let's see, does it look like one way's the way in and one way's the way out? Or
That's what it appears to be, is when you look through the upper hallway, if you look at the map, it does not appear that the side of the door that you are on has a handle or any way for you to move it. The other one does.
Alright. We're gonna try and get through the one that actually opens.
Alright, Ralph. The room, when you get into it, is filled with computer noises. Beeps and bops. And we can turn back on Titan's Relic, which is D148.
Here we go. Click on the table 100 times after I said it.
That's fair. Oh no, Hydra.
He shook his head so hard he
Oh wait, was it?
Yeah, you got booted. Tucker, would you mind saving the table, please?
Oh, okay. I did hear Hydra's mic go all weird, so maybe Hydra's internet's being weird.
Possibly. But just in case.
Yeah.
Alrighty. See if we can't do this without causing permanent damage to lost technology. See if I can't work out how to shut it down without smashing it to bits.
As I look at the thing. Alright. Okay, Tucker. Ralph, could you give me an insight survival alert, please?
Alright. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh, one. We're pretty far into the session. I'm gonna use my first hat.
Do it.
Alright. Alright, that was a good hat.
You notice whenever you get close to reaching for any amount of server cables or anything that looks like it might even remotely be a power button of some description, any of the server banks, the electricity jumps out of it and into another. Almost like it's avoiding you. And there is a very brief moment where you hear a glitchy sort of giggle that's muffled by static and mechanical whining.
Oh, what did I miss?
What's he do?
Ralph is dealing with living lightning.
Oh,
Did
what's the rolls do? Oh, I didn't actually save the table. Wait, no, it did. Okay. Alright.
Also, no. Right is DC'd.
Oh no. I think maybe it's their internet then.
Ooh. Robot.
I'm still here with audio, but game not like me.
Oh no.
Oh, did you check your internet? I don't know if they can check their internet.
So Ralph, would you
Right.
mind? Oh, yes.
I said alright.
Ah, okay. I didn't know if you had a plan or not. Go ahead and make me a smart logic roll.
Ooh, nice. I'm very smart.
The lightning definitely has something to do with it. But there has to be some form of surge protection in this room. I mean, electric Pokemon are a thing and clearly in use here.
Yes. I'll look around for surge protection or battery or something that this thing would be living in.
You happen to spot a power box on the far upper wall.
Alrighty. Any switches or manual?
It is currently shut
circuit-
and locked.
Locked, but there's a cord coming from it. I'm gonna try and tear it open. Probably gonna shock the shit out of me, but
Alright, go ahead and make a strength check. This is an action.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Oh,
Oof.
I was hoping you making the sound effect would make the roll better.
So Ralph, you grasp at the lid and heave, and it creaks and groans. Unfortunately, it does not want to budge. Please make an evasion roll.
Alright.
This is also an action.
Alright, so this is at -2 then?
Correct.
Alrighty.
Oh, by the way, what did you guys mean when you said living lightning? I didn't really understand that.
Living lightning.
Oh, is it like zapping him and then laughing or something?
Kind of.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Alright, here we go.
Ralph, you are now paralyzed.
God. How?
I didn't expect that to work. Paralysis is terrible.
Indeed. I'm gonna hold for now.
Okay. By the way, Ralph, since you're in the server room, the lights flicker and flash in multicolor. And there's a booting up noise. Security.
Oh no.
Alright, Brooke. I take it the rest of you are following after Ralph. Yes, that is the thing you said you would do.
Yeah.
Also, the hall is not necessarily, like, that long, but it's important for spacing. As you run down the hall, you eventually get to, well, the room that separates the server room from everywhere else. And through the protected glass, you can see Ralph in the server room, currently very zapped. And there is electricity sparking and leaping from server bank to server bank.
I'm still on Discord, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Does the server room have other exits? So, there is one exit. It's blocked by a security wall. It's almost like they felt they didn't need to have another security wall down where the unknown swarm pops out from. And okay, Tubby, this is fine. Also ignore me, I'm putting on this music because the tablet was being iffy for me. Is there a physical door into the server room? Yes. There are two doors. There is one that does not appear to have any way for you to open it or move it, and then there is the one that does happen to have, like, a handle. Okay. Which means that Rourke is basically now holding an action. And that makes it Tucker's turn. Oh, right,
Okay.
Tucker had... Oh, okay.
Oh, I came back. Oh.
Went to grab you.
Ah.
Tucker, you also sprint along the hall to the server room antechamber.
Yeah. I'm following Brooke.
You see that Brooke has gotten to a door and is holding it open into another room that is filled with flashing lights and zappy zaps.
What a gentleman. I will walk through. And then look concerned, because Ralph's not doing very well, is he?
Ralph currently
Not
has a
particularly.
Ralph currently has a death grip on a rusty power bank for control panel.
Okay.
Oh no, Hydra.
Hydra's net's being really mean.
It is. Go on in. Ralph looks like he needs help. I'll try to hold off any reinforcements.
Okay, I'm gonna nod to that and go on in and immediately walk over to Ralph to see what he's doing.
Hello, am I audible?
You are.
Yeah.
Definitely sound different, don't I?
A bit.
Are you on your phone?
Yep, I'm gonna see if me switching to my phone maybe help.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what's wrong.
That's okay, the internet be like that.
Maybe you need to reset the router or something. Internet's silly.
Man,
Oh, you know, I need to do that. Anyway. Tucker, currently Ralph has been rather zapped and is gripping a power control panel of some description that he appears to have been in the process of attempting to pull open.
Can I tell he's paralyzed?
Give me, like, an insight smart... No, an insight survival nature,
Okay.
I think. I think that makes sense.
Okay. I think that makes sense. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Can you recognize that Ralph has stuck a fork in a toaster? I don't believe Ralph has done that. But yes, Ralph is very much not moving normally. And given his positioning and posture, you would think he would be making more grunting and noises of effort.
Yeah. I'm just like,
Okay, I'm gonna walk up and I'll be like, Ralph, did you figure out what to do? You don't look like you're doing very well.
do it. Disconnect.
Oh, what'd you say?
This is gotta be disconnected.
I kind of tilt
Like
my head.
like that one scene in Mouse Hunt where he's like, turn off the power, and he's stuck to the light bulb.
Oh, right. Yeah, Ralph's jaw is locked up. He's having trouble speaking.
Uh-oh. Now it's really obvious he's paralyzed. So I hear the word disconnect, and I'm like, disconnect, okay. And I start looking around to see if there's anything I can disconnect.
Well, there's a cable that leads to the power.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Ralph and say, disconnect carefully or disconnect however I can.
Let's see. Will Ralph at this point give up on? Yeah, he'll try to convey. Just cut it, like just sever it.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna look at that big old power cable I'm taking a look at, and
I will admit, there are many cables in this room. That's just the most obvious one.
the most obvious one. That's the I'm gonna go for. Eh. All right. I'm gonna take a deep breath, and I'm gonna crunch it.
Okay. Roll accuracy just in case you crit.
Okay. I know it's a little dangerous, but my teeth are my strongest assets. So
Tucker is immune to paralysis, not
Yes.
to electricity.
it still will hurt, but
Okay, well, that's 4. Go ahead and roll damage.
okay. Do I play stab?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought stab was for accuracy. Is
Oh,
it for
whoops.
damage? No, wait, stab is for damage. I'm dumb. You're
Oh,
right.
okay.
Oof. Well, you are able to crunch through the cable. Please give me a vitality roll, please.
That makes sense. Am I just rolling
Just 4
my
dice.
4? Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Sorry about running back and forth,
No, you're okay.
helping
did you miss
my
what happened?
aunt make some. I know you're about to crunch it, but I ran to help my aunt make tea. She's had a little bit of trouble moving the pitcher when it's full.
Okay. I did crunch it, and we're seeing what happened. I did a vitality roll. 'Cause I
Tucker
hit
does
the
crunch
power.
through it. You briefly get zapped, but are otherwise okay,
Awesome.
which
Good.
is a minor miracle in and of itself.
Yeah, don't
But-
don't do that. It's bad what I'm doing.
Yes, it is bad. Do not mimic the Poochie.
Do I take damage?
No.
Ooh. Then I just probably stagger back and wince, but I'm okay.
Right. You also have exceptionally high special defense.
I do, yeah.
Well, that certainly cuts power. Ralph, you're no longer paralyzed.
All right.
My mouth is numb.
There's a power down noise of sorts, but also the servers haven't stopped.
Mm.
Level 3 threat. Secure server room.
Ooh. Oh, what is Ryda doing around all this?
I do believe it is now Ryda's turn.
Ooh, okay. Alright, we're still in initiative, I forgot.
Which, if I recall correctly, Ryda is also running to the server room.
Yeah, I don't think anything stopped them from that. Hydra, are you still on your phone? Are they still on the... They seem like they're still here.
If you are speaking, we cannot hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear if you're talking. Type something in the game if you hear us. Well, they are. Oh, that's weird.
Okay. What time is it? Okay. It is 9:30, so to give us time to breathe and deal with technical difficulties, I'm going to call for a very brief break so people can get up, stretch, get water, what have you.
Okay. Hydra, maybe you should reset your router, because sometimes that's what Charm's internet is just really bad, and then he does that and it's better. Like, instantly.
It is okay, Hydra. Do not worry too much about it. This has been a day of technical difficulties. It will be alright.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, that might help things.
I love how each of our thing has, each of our little heads has a title.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kyrio. I just thought I'd offer that idea. Oh yeah, I need to update some heads, don't I, from that. Well, I guess Charm could do it, but I could do it right now. Maybe. I think they're from Troisy. Oh, I'm not stressed. Oh, Krasovs, does this happen sometimes? I know some people just have internets that are just, like, moody, I guess.
Yeah. Sometimes your personal internet's just taking a dump that day.
Okay, I'm gonna look for those icons. I can't remember what the game is, though. I thought it was Troisy, but didn't Troisy have another sequel thing?
Maybe?
It was. I think Baby Charm got these from the sequel thing.
Hope everyone has been enjoying so far in spite of technical difficulties.
Yeah. Oh, Battle Troisy. That's it. Oh, Shuffle. Maybe that was it too. Let's see. Oh no. This is from Battle Troisy. Okay. Oh, that's scary, Marina. The Snorlax one is funny.
Oh,
I'll put him on the table in a second.
very nice, very nice. I'm just going over what we know so far. So some electricity is laughing at us. I'm inclined to think it's a Rotom.
What was the laugh like? I missed that part because I had to step away for a second.
I believe it was like a staticky, obscured laugh.
Oh.
It was like a mischievous giggle. And Rotom is also part ghost, so the mischievousness kind of checks out. I don't know, is that considered racial profiling? But,
It's typist at worst.
Hello?
hello. Alright, and they're still running despite main power being cut, which wouldn't be totally unheard of to think each computer has like a battery, so that if power goes out, that people can like save whatever is going on or continue to work in a shutdown.
Yes, but this is auxiliary power. Any stored power would have dissipated by now. Maybe that's why there's so many electric Pokemon around.
Yeah. Indeed, like, it would have already been running on auxiliary power, so that they're still running, each individual computer might have, like, a backup battery of its own.
So
Oh
I'm not
no.
sure internet is any better. Still seems a bit finicky, but I'm gonna try my best to just do audio.
That is okay.
Okay.
I moved the Rida token to the server room antechamber. Rida can see Burke is currently holding open a door to let the others into the server room itself. And Rida's going to get in there just in time to see Tucker about to bite into a cable.
Oh, yeah. I did do that.
Well, they would likely want to stop him from doing that, but I'm guessing that already happened, so...
Would Rida be running into the server room?
I would assume so, yes, to try and stop Tucker if they can.
Well, Brooke's held action goes off. You shut and freeze the door. Okay. Well, that's fine. Because, Rida, you get to witness as Tucker bites through a cable. They seem to be fine, but also the power has not been cut to whatever these machines are that are sparky and zapping. Ralph seems to be okay, though.
Oh, I would say that the Ryder probably wouldn't stop me in time because I was pretty quick because I could tell that Ralph was paralyzed, so that might help him, I figured.
Tucker barreled ahead.
I'll keep the old icons over in the bag. There.
So I presume Tucker took damage from that?
They did not. They succeeded their vitality roll.
Nope, I'm starting to become electricity again. Quick feet got me started.
Well, even if he didn't take damage, Rida is definitely going to rush over to Tucker and look him over to make sure he is okay.
They are very floofed out. But they are otherwise physically fine. They might have minor burns inside their mouth, but this is also not necessarily anything new considering the fang moves they use.
My mouth is definitely numb and my tongue is probably out the side of my mouth a little bit without me noticing. And also, my fur is very floofy. I keep having things happen that make my fur very floofy. That's very common. Also, I'd like everyone to notice
Ryder
that
just lets out a sigh.
I stand kind of slightly embarrassed as they look pretty nervous about what I did.
You should try not to be so reckless.
Well, I mean, Ralph was not looking so good. I gesture towards Ralph and point out that he's paralyzed.
Well, not anymore, but that's a recent
Yeah.
development.
Was paralyzed, yeah.
Yeah, I needed a quick and dirty solution. Not ideal. I wanted to do as little damage to the facility as possible, but sometimes improvising is the name of the game.
Ralph says, and now that there's no electrical current in that power box, has somehow managed to unwittingly rip off the panel.
Yeah, the idea was to rip this off and throw the switch.
Is Brooke also in the server room, or did they lock themselves out of the server room? Okay. Important. Ralph was being electrocuted. I think it was warranted, Brooke says. What's the sitch? Hello?
Everybody's here. I think that was more. Yeah, it's to Ralph. That was to Ralph.
Ah, okay. Sorry, that was addressed to Ralph. My apologies.
Is Tubby there?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, we have updated trophy heads. Nice.
Yeah, look at the Snorlax. It's silly.
Yeah, it's funny looking. Alright. That was during me. Alright, so Ralph was like, no, we cut power to these things, but they still seem operational. I don't think the security system's offline yet.
Great bullet threat. Security server room.
I'm gonna try something. I will declare that halt the attack. I'm authorized personnel from Moss Deep, Ralph Wilson.
Ooh. Oh.
It's a shot in the dark, but
all the lights on the servers blink in this erratic pattern of like greens and reds, the little dots on the server banks, and then they all suddenly become lines of green.
correct. He says in absolute bewilderment.
And then they flick red.
Oh no!
Ralph is dead. The lightning gathers from sparks and fragments into a Roto. A very displeased-looking Roto, as it glares at the Snorlax of the group. Brooke says, I think you offended it. You can't lie to me. Security to the server room! And then it zips into the metal paneling on the wall. And all of you can trace the lightning line as it rapidly runs along tiles, turning corners and degrees, and leaves out the other server hall. trust me. You can.
Oh.
Wonder if I remember like a employee ID number or anything like that.
Oh shoot! I forgot that rewind's time.
Ah!
I'm sorry, I forgot Control Z rewind's time.
Anything break?
Everything is the same. It's all fine.
Okay. Oh,
I was trying to copy the enemy and I copied something else.
Let's see. Okay, now we have music again. I was trying to get it wrote on, and so that surprised me.
That would be helpful, yes.
Let's see.
Perk rubs his head. Friend of yours? Also fitting that the music stops around now.
Oh, should I leave it off? Okay.
I don't know, I'm gonna rack my brain, see if I remember any employee identification number or anything like that.
There is one thing you remember. A picture. From the documents.
Yes.
Georgie the Roto. They were an office assistant. Sort of. More like the office mascot. In fact, it could be said, Ralph, that Georgie was your only friend.
Interesting.
And I know that Tucker is pulling out a Roto model, but we're going to end it there.
Oh.
Especially because poor Kyrio does need it to end here.
Okay. I'll just get ready.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Oh, he's good.
Sorry, everyone, for the technical difficulties on my end. I don't know what's going on.
It's okay.
I wish I could have reacted more.
So, everybody get 6 XP. 2 for the session, and 2 for each magneton.
Okay. 6.
Would someone be so kind as to add that to my sheet?
I will.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. Is it?
Have a good night, Kyrio.
Yeah. See you later, Kyrio. Have a good one.
Did you see
the cool thing about the Rotom is whatever you color tinted, it'll have its little surrounding glow will be that color. You can do any color you want.
Shit. Did you see the cool zombie magneton I posted in our group chat?
Oh, I didn't look yet because I was playing.
I did.
Yeah, it's badass, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the dude actually has like zombie pictures of a bunch of Pokemon that are really good.
Oh, I'll take a look now, I guess. Well, that is kind of cool. Okay. Well, so I hope Brooke has a good night. Or Kyrio has a good night. And I guess we're at the end of the session. Everybody added their experience. Okay. Should I do my outro in that case?
Have you saved the table?
Oh, I should save. Let me do that again. Focus on picture. There. Okay. Yeah, I did.
All right, good boy. Now you may do your outro.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope everybody had a good time, and I know, sorry about the technical difficulties here and there. It was kind of like being weird for. It was not just for Hydra. It was like being kind of weird all over the place. So that's all right. That happens sometimes. At least it wasn't like one of those days where Steam just doesn't work, because I know that thing that can happen too. So, I hope everybody had a fun time, and we will do. What number was this? We will do session 138. In 2 weeks. That's New Year's. Oh yeah, if everybody's okay for New Year's, I guess.
Perhaps.
We will see. If we don't, then I guess it'll probably be the week after that. Is that right? I think that's right. Because the next session would fall right on New Year's Day, the very first day of 2025, which would make it the best Pokerole session of the year by default. But next Beerus. But yes, you all have a good night. Thanks again for attending. Sorry it's a little messy. This is my first time also just running everything myself, but it actually was a lot of fun. I'd like to do it again. Maybe I'll do it next time too, if that's okay with everybody. But yeah, everybody have a good night, and please watch for more streams for Charm in the meantime, and we'll get back to this. Don't worry, we'll get back to this in 2 or 3 weeks. If New Year doesn't work out, it'll be 3 weeks, but it won't be long. Don't you worry. So we're gonna keep going through the dungeon and have a good time. So, see you guys then. Thanks for watching, and go stay tuned for Friday stream and more stuff after that. Thank you everybody for playing and watching and everything. Thank you.